We love that. Okay, so talk to me about the aesthetic of your designs, because I know there are some interesting textures, some interesting fabrics, and I think our listeners would love to hear about them.
Well, I'm all about luxury, and I'm also about things being versatile. And I'm a badass.
I love that. We love that.
So I want things that you can take and pair with in your wardrobe, but that will give you that rock star appeal. And if you want to be a little bit of a kitten, well, you can do that. Or if you need to tone it down for the office, Roxanne Nikki can help you do that also. So I really like you to take my clothes and make them your own. I'm all about the fabrics. I work all in luxury textiles. Everything's sourced for me exclusively from Europe. Every year I go to Paris, where I source everything. It's mainly faux furs, lots of velvets. We also create our own textiles. I love to do a lot of hand applique, blocking. You'll see a lot of hand quilting in my work, and everything is couture finish. These are all limited edition pieces or one of a kind. You won't bump into yourself down the street. Maybe if you go to Paris you might, but not too much.
So you get to be a true original in your designs. So speaking of Paris, I know that Paris is a source of inspiration for you. And so I would love to hear why and how it informs your designs.
Well, I've always been attracted to everything French. I'm actually Ukrainian Canadian, but j'aime le français. And I'm convinced, it sounds kooky, but I'm convinced I've lived in Paris many lives. And I love French designers. I've spent a few years in Paris on and off. I always go there for my inspiration. I find the Parisians just know how to make everything look chic, make everything look effortless, when in fact it could be quite complicated. And I just admire everything about them.
Amazing. Well, Paris is pretty nice. So in terms of, the woman that's going to wear your designs, and you said there's really something for everybody, why would you show your 25th anniversary collection here in Montreal?
Because Montreal is where I began, so you always have my heart.
Yay! And in terms of starting as a fashion designer, how did you get your start? Because I know, people think about it, or they say, I want to grow up and be a fashion designer, but few of us actually go through with it. Where did you start getting into fashion design?
Well, right after graduation, I was working on Chabanel as well as at different manufacturers in the Montreal area for a couple years. But the whole time from the beginning, I always wanted to do my own thing. It's just been natural for me. So I started making my own designs from the start. In the very beginning, I was working out of my home in Outremont. And I started out, I'm a painter also, and I started out by going around town and looking what was missing in the market. And all I could see was the same old wool, the same old polyester, the rayon. And it really bored me. And so I got this bright idea that I would work in ultra suede. And I started out with 3 hand-painted ultra suede swing coats because it was, early 90s, so we did that kind of thing. And I wore one. And the other 2 I had in a little carry-on suitcase that I would wheel up and down Saint Denis trying to get in stores. And from there the line grew into a 10-piece collection. And from there it developed into the full ready-to-wear, which I sold my first collection nationwide. So it was very fast. So, and then it just went from there. So I really feel like when you're doing what you're meant to be doing, it flows.
Those wise words. Do you have any advice for somebody who's aspiring to be a fashion designer or thinking about it? Especially your experience and your sort of devotion to this craft from day one in your life. So what kind of advice would you give to an aspiring fashion designer?
I would say go to school, go to a good school, work hard, and always keep learning. Never think you know everything, because if you know everything, maybe you're dead. I'm always learning. I'm always open to learn more, and you need to do that in life and as an artist. And as a designer, you have to really want it, and you have to work hard. It's not just glamour and 9 to 5. It is a lifelong dedication, and you have to believe in yourself. Never say no.
I like that. In terms of what you get your inspiration from day to day, are there things that you find like just help you get creative and get in that zone?
Well, I don't know. All kinds of things inspire me. It could be music. It could be a movie. It could be a piece of fabric. It could be a song. One of the things that inspires me the most, though, is when I see people wearing my clothes and making it their own and feeling good about themselves. That's what inspires me the most. So thank you for 25 years.
25 years is a lot of years to be devoted to something. And how do you keep up that motivation? How do you stay fresh and stay excited about what you're doing? Because it is a lot of work, as you described. So how do you keep that motivation going?
Well, I call it design disease. I really can't do anything else. It's what I do. If I'm not designing, I'm not breathing. It's just, I am motivated. I love to do it. There was a period in my life where I took a few years off and I did not feel complete as a person. So it's my passion.
So nice that you can follow your passion. Where do you think it's going to go? So what are the next 25 years going to be for your line, for your design aesthetic? How do you see this evolving?
Well, if it all ends tomorrow, I have no regrets. I'm thrilled to keep doing it. I'm grateful to always have the chance to do it. As an artist, I feel like I still have a lot to say. And as a businesswoman, I plan on taking over the world.
You heard it here first. She's going to take over the world.
Only in fashion.
Well, why stop there? Is there a way that you could describe what you see happening in Montreal fashion-wise? Especially you studied here, so you understand that there is this fashion vibe. How would you describe the Montreal fashion scene, and sort of what have you seen in terms of how it's changed?
Well, I think fashion has changed everywhere. I think people are a lot, like Montreal has always been stylish. People here are chic. It's in your blood. But I find the rest of the world is starting to catch up with you, and I feel that everyone is embracing fashion and making it their own, and not thinking that fashion is only for Saturday night, or you have to hold back. And I really love that. I love that people are really embracing their individuality. I love that there's no more borders in fashion. Women wearing menswear, men wearing women's wear. It's all good. I love it.
I have to say that crossover is something that gets really exciting in Montreal, especially because we have this interesting combination happening of sort of European history and Quebec culture and surrounding North America, so we really have a lot going on. What have you enjoyed? What have you seen here, or what are you excited to see here at the festival?
Oh, I just am really enjoying meeting all the people. I haven't had much chance yet to go around and check out the booths, but I'm really excited to meet all the new designers and see all the Montrealers around town coming to the festival. It's really special because a lot of cities I'm in, they don't have the same joie de vivre for festivals like you guys do. You guys know how to party here.
We definitely know how to do a festival, and we do, maybe we know how to do a party or two. Are you hanging out in Montreal for a while? Is there other stuff that you're looking forward to doing here in this awesome city?
Well, we are here just for the festival. However, I hope to be coming back in the early fall. I go every September to Paris, but I can't give you any promises yet, but I am hoping to come and do a longer pop-up in Montreal sometime this fall, so I'll have to keep you posted on that.
Well, we will all be waiting to see what happens. Certainly, we will all be at the show tomorrow night. 25 years. It's really very commendable. I congratulate you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you so much for chatting with us. We will see you tomorrow at the festival here with Virgin Radio. And thank you so much, and I wish you the best here at the festival.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.